Morning everybody, I'm back to share a new project I'm working on. It's called Mucha the Seasons, and obviously it's based on the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And the idea came back to me from a recent visit just before Christmas to Prague. I have been to Prague several times before, but never ever seemed to have time to get to the Mucha Museum. But this time I did, and much to my surprise was also a Mucha exhibition on, so obviously I did that. And I picked this little book up here, I say it's massive, quite a large book, but it's just filled with beautiful images, as you can imagine, of Mucha. It's probably a little too big to get all in frame, but I just want to quickly show you the idea of where my journals are heading for a project I'm doing. Like I said, they're called Mucha the Seasons, and they're based on spring, summer, autumn and winter, and I love these images. The only thing is, the spring that's in the book, I sort of didn't think it looked spring-like enough, so I have used my own image on the front, well, my own image, but one of Mucha's, but I just thought it looks more spring-like and it went more with the journal. But I'm saying I am going to do a whole series of these, and I'm going to base them on the actual images, but I'll probably release them all together rather than doing individually. So this is just a one-off spring journal, because I was feeling spring-like today, as the weather is finally brightening up here in the north of England. We've actually got sunshine today, which makes such a change from the weather we've been having. Also, while I was in Prague, I picked up some of these Mucha postcards, as you do. I had thought I could fit some of them into the journal, but some of them are a bit large, but I will put some in with the journal when it goes to its new home, if it goes, because it's been listed in my Etsy shop, so it is available if anyone is interested. Must be quick on this because I think my battery on my phone might not last. I said it's a traveller's notebook size, and it's all inspired by Mucha, Alfonso Mucha. I've loved his artwork for years, and I've been wanting to do a series of journals for a bit. I've used several kits from here. I've used the Alfonso Mucha images from Mrs Cog's. There's some of Amy Joy's studios, but I can't think what it was, sort of a very Art Nouveau inspired kit. And I just wanted to show you as well what you can do with a touch of spring, which is one of Artymaze's. I just want to show you can sort of take your own spin on spring. It doesn't have to be bunnies and flowers and things like that. Mine's take on spring is more sort of the goddess awakening, flowers awakening, the earth coming alive, really. That's the sort of way I'm going with these. It's just a simple closure, and the cover is done with a fabric that Andrea sent me for Christmas in a lovely little bag for some lovely fabrics, and I just thought it looked very spring-like. I think this is also something you sent me, Andrea, as well, but that screamed spring to me and all when I saw it. Like I said, the kit mainly I've used in as a touch of spring, but I've just obviously sort of done it a little bit different, but it just shows you how versatile these kits are. You just use them for whatever you want them to be. The front, I've put my own image on, which I thought reflected spring to me anyway. I've just put a little bit of music paper and some note paper at the back. There's some fabric and some gold trim. I've used a lot of this gold trim throughout because for some reason I just thought this journal sort of went with golds and greens and lemons, them sort of spring-like colours. It's traveller's notebook size, which I think is 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. Or it could be 8 1/2 by 4 1/4, sort of never remember. I'll just get into it now, just check I'm in frame. I've used some of Tim Holt's, out my way, paper packs. I'm still distashing, and I think this is the wallflower. I've just done a little ruffle here with that same trim. This is one of the Amy Joys, and sorry, I just cannot for the life remember what it is, but when I find out what it is, I will list it in the description box below. I've just put a little bit of lemon doily I've cut up, This is the Touch of Spring, which is lovely lined paper, which is lovely for writing. As usual, I've left plenty of writing space in. Just a couple of journaling cards in a fabric pocket. I won't take everything out because I don't want to bore you to death. I'll just give you a quick run through of what it looks like. This is one of the Artymaze Touch of Spring pages, which I absolutely love. That really looks like spring to me. I've done a little bit of collage work next to it, where I've just put collage some music paper, some doilies, some butterflies, bit of scrap paper, and one of the images. I think that was one of the Mrs Cog's one, but Alfonso Mucha images are just so beautiful, and honestly the museum would blow you away. Some of his artwork and even his pencil sketches, so beautiful. If you're ever in Prague or the exhibition and ever comes anywhere near you, I'd really recommend going and seeing it. Some more writing paper. Just done a little like a belly band tuck here at the side. Some of this gold lurexy thing, if that's a word, lurexy thing. I've just got some more writing paper and a journaling card. Excuse me, I'm full of a cold today, and I'm hoping it clears up pretty soon because I'm starting to feel a bit rough on my chest and everything. I've put these little Tim Holt assemblage things at the side because they look very Art Nouveau to me, and I just thought they fitted in nicely at the there's several dotted in here. I just thought they went with the sort of Art Nouveau Mucha sort of theme. Just done a little tag. I won't pull them all out, but they're all backed with paper for extra writing space. This image is also from A Touch of Spring. Some papers I did last year, which I sort of tea stained, I think, in sage. I had a lot of sage last year. I boiled a lot of it down, and it came out a very pale green. I was quite pleased how they came out. Just a subtle green. Some more writing space. Like I said, there's plenty of writing in this. Love that page. That's also from A Touch of Spring. Some more collaging work, where I've just used little bits of scraps I've had knocking about, mainframe here, which I've had knocking about. Just put a little doily, bit of this gold fabric, sprinkle bits of gold throughout, and just a couple of little cards in the tuck spot there. Another belly band with some more of this gold. It came up, it was on a scarf I picked up recently, a trim, and I was trying to save it for Christmas, but I just like gold and sequins and sparkly things, so it went in here. Large journaling card and a smaller one. A little bit of fabric ruffle. A little flip. Love these. This actually may be from Artymaze's sunflower kit. I do like to mix and match my kits sometimes. I just think sometimes they just all blend really well together. Some more writing space. A little pocket tuck spot here at the side where I've just put some little images from, these might be the Amy Joy ones. It's sort of like an Art Nouveau kit, and I really can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry about that, but I think this is one of Mrs Cog's. Excuse me. Some more of that sage dyed paper. Little belly band here. Not all of this work in here is Mucha, but a lot of the Art Nouveau sort of period and figurines just fitted in nicely with this. Some more little writing space, extra journaling. Just a bit of vintage lemon doily that I've cut up. Another little fabric pocket with just some little journaling cards in. Really enjoyed working on these because the colours are very more vibrant. I've been using lots of laces and creams and taupes lately, so it's nice sometimes to get that shot of colour. It just made me think of spring. Another little Tim Holtz charm. A little tuck spot here where I've just put a couple of images in and journaling cards. Just a little bit of texture on here. Just put some green cheesecloth, a little bit of gold fabric, another journaling card. This was just a little bit where I folded over, and you can plenty of space to write underneath. Yes, phone's going down a bit. I really flip through this. Another little charm which I just thought looked very Art Nouveau. Large journaling card, some more of that doily. And at the back here, I just made a little envelope. I've left the backs quite plain because I just thought sometimes they can get a bit too fussy and full. That is from the Amy Joy kit, which at the moment can't remember the name of. I've made a little envelope at the back which I've just trimmed up with butterflies, stamped. I've used one of the pages from Touch of Spring on an image, a little bit of fabric at the back, and I've just put a few journaling cards in along a spring sort of like theme. Little bit of extra writing paper and a little postcard, which I just thought went sort of very well with the spring sort of theme. As I said, I'm going to do 4 more of these now in the seasons, and I'm not going to release them individually. I'm just going to wait till I've got them all together and do and get them, but that'll be sort of an ongoing project because there's 1,001 things I need to do at the moment. Thank you for taking time out to watch today, and I hope you're all keeping well. I'll talk soon. Bye.